Pablo el Molinero.
Hi, this is Pablo el Molinero. My dad was a funny man and he loved to tell jokes. Here's one of his favorites. I think it fits nicely with what I need to talk about today. An old lady is talking to her grandson, who was a beatnik poet that performed late at night in the bohemian coffee houses near where he lived. Look, my dad died more than 40 years ago, so if you have no idea what I'm talking about, just Google it, okay? Anyway, she wanted him to recite one of his poems, but he was reluctant. Oh, like, wow, Grandma, I don't know. I don't know if you can dig where I'm coming from. Oh, please, I really want to hear one of your poems. Oh, like, wow, Grandma. It's just like, the language is like really dirty, you know? Oh, isn't there any one of your poems you could tell me? No, not really, Grandma. Well, let's do this. You recite one of your poems, and when you get to one of those bad words, just say la la, and I'll try to fill in the blanks. How about that? Oh, like, wow, like, I guess so. So he starts. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. Thanks, Dad. We posted our first video on this YouTube channel on August 29, 2025, about 4 months before recording this episode. Our expectations were and still are measured. There's a lot of competition already, and our category of commentary is not among the most popular genres on social media. But we were enjoying encouraging results early on. Within a month, some of our content got hundreds of views. I know that's modest by YouTube standards, but we were thrilled. We were also slowly but steadily getting subscribers to sign up to the channel. Then we noticed that some videos performed much better than others. We assumed, and still do assume, that this is perfectly normal. However, some of the videos that we had really high hopes for got very few views. So we looked at the analytics and we tried to make some other assumptions on our own. Some of our reels would get 1,000 views and some videos hundreds, while others languished in the low teens. Then, one day, a friend of mine suggested that I run our scripts through one of the major AI engines to see if it could help us understand why there was such a large gap between videos that did moderately well and those that flopped. Well, it turns out that almost all of our content in one way or another violates YouTube's community standards, and that, except for one video, none of it is eligible for monetization. Now let me say something about YouTube. I love YouTube. I'd say that around 80% of everything I watch on TV is YouTube content. We are also grateful that YouTube has provided us with a forum to present our ideas, and it is not our intention to complain about the rules that were established long before we arrived. Having said that, after reviewing our content, we have concluded that most of it simply cannot be adjusted to fit the YouTube community standards without diluting irreparably the intent of the opinions expressed therein. Now, I must make it clear that so far, despite what the AI engine told us, YouTube has not removed or even flagged any of our content. But clearly much of it is not being widely distributed. I would like to say a few things about the Pablo El Molinero channel. We are not a hateful group of people. We have explicitly said in our content that you should not hate anybody. We unquestionably lean right, although I must point out that we are more moderate and balanced than much of the content I watch on a daily basis from other, more established YouTube commentators. I would have to say that the principle we most ferociously defend is that of freedom of expression. One of our mottos is make your case. Say what you believe and back it up. We have also tried to make clear that people should not hate each other because of their beliefs. Again, we are not haters. However, AI did point out that some of our language is strident and perhaps even insulting. For example, I seem to like the word stupid to describe the things the logic of which I can't understand. I used to pronounce the word stupid, but now I say stupid with a long U for added emphasis. We even have a series we call the Museum of Stupid, and another motto of ours is that God loves all of his children, but he doesn't want us to be stupid. Okay, so looking at it objectively, some of our language is clearly insulting to somebody, but ridicule is an important part of political criticism, and we do make our efforts to back up our assertions of intellectual shortcomings. We do try to make our case. Anyway, The AI engine pointed out that our language is hardly the only problem we are likely to have on the YouTube platform. So let me say first of all that we are grateful to YouTube. We do not intend to abandon our channel, and we will strive to make what we do post there more compatible with the established rules of conduct. However, given the circumstances, we don't see any other way to fully express our opinions unless we try to establish ourselves on other major platforms, such as Rumble, X, and Spotify. So, we have opened creator accounts on all three of those platforms under the name Pablo El Molinero and are in the process of uploading all our new and old content there. We hope you will join us. Still, feel free to like this video on YouTube or the service of your choice. Also, subscribe to our channel, and I would really love to hear any comments or suggestions you might have for us. Again, thanks to YouTube for indulging us, and thanks to you all for watching. This is Pablo El Molinero.